What's up, everybody? Ben here. It's Saturday morning, the morning after my first WhatNot auction. It was super awesome. I listed 60 things, everything sold. I'm actually here. You can see in the background, I'm at the post office because it took me, I guess, in about 12 hours since I ended the auction, which was around 11 p.m. Eastern time last night. This morning, I woke up real early, got everything packed. Maybe took me like an hour. WhatNot makes it really easy. And now I'm here to drop off because I want to make sure everybody's happy and gets their stuff quickly. So if you didn't check out the auction last night, it was just a ton of fun. A lot of people from the channel, other new people came in. If you came from WhatNot, like you found the channel through WhatNot, welcome. I appreciate you stopping by and watching another video. Anyway, for this video, I'm going to show you real quick what I'm dropping off because it's a huge shipment that I'm dropping off. I just think it'll be interesting. I've got a couple things that have already arrived, some PS2 stuff, PS3 stuff, and then I'm going to have lunch with my dad. I'm going to eat some Indian food, but afterwards, I hope when I get back to have some more things that came in the mail, hopefully Gamecube stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Let me show you real quick what I'm dropping off, though. This might be the biggest drop off at the post office ever. I ended up doing, it was for 60 items, 20 shipments for WhatNot, plus there's some eBay stuff here too, so it was pretty crazy. By the way, if you're liking these videos, please do me a favor, hit the like button, and of course comment and subscribe if you have anything interesting to say, or if you're not subscribed already. All right, it's Saturday evening, I'm back in the game room. Let's see what we got in the mail. So I wanted to show this lot first. This was kind of a lot that kind of pissed me off. One thing about doing the whole online thing with eBay or Facebook or whatever, when you're making offers to people, is that, I take a lot of care when I ship stuff. I put things in, some kind of protection, and the protection is commensurate with the value of the item, right? Like a single, $5 game, you don't have to go crazy protecting it. But when you ship something that's a few bucks, you should definitely ship it in something decent quality. This person who sold me this lot, it was 15 bucks shipped, so not very expensive. Just a few items, maybe one or two I might keep, but then the rest are definitely for trade. But for 15 bucks, not bad. But the problem ultimately was they shipped it in this thing. And I'm not going to show the other side because it's got all the my specifics on it. But it was just like a paper envelope with nothing inside it at all. So all this stuff was like bouncing around. The cases are a little cracked. The loose discs were bouncing around in there. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to file a grievance or just leave bad feedback or let it go or whatever. It's $15 though. I think it'll still be okay, relatively for what I'm paying. I mean, ultimately I'm looking for something like this just for trade bait, Since I'm doing WhatNot, I need more lots like this, sort of easy stuff to turn over. Anyway, here's what came in it. Some TNA Impact game. I don't think this is worth anything. And the case is really beat up. I think this was the worst. This got really wrecked in shipping. I mean, you can just see the case is all cracked. So, as you can tell, I'm a little pissed off about it. GTA Vice City, great piece. I figured this will easily move. Super bust to move. This is probably another good candidate for WhatNot. Most of the games that were in decent quality cases survived everything okay, so I'm not too worried. We'll get our money back, so that's why I'm not going to stress out about it. Slugfest 2003, these games are fun, arcade, baseball games. I recommend them. Not sure if I have this specific one, so we'll see. There were 2 copies of Spyro, one in the case, and I don't know if this has the manual or not. It doesn't. And this one is without the case. So 2 copies there. Both are going to go for trade because I'm pretty sure I have this complete on maybe multiple platforms. Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness. This may be a keeper for me. I'm not quite sure. And then just a loose SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. I pick these up all the time to trade them. However, the only problem is there's a minor thing going on right on the wobble. I think it's probably going to play, but we'll have to test it before we put it up for trade. So that's it for this pickup. You just got to be careful. And know your rights too when it comes to eBay. I mean, I'm within my right to go to this seller and ask for my money back, and I might do that. We'll see. So another really weird pickup. As you can tell, probably from the last few videos, I've been getting creative and looking for weird lots to find. This one, I think I ended up getting for like $12 plus maybe like $2 or $3 shipping or something. And this was a random untested PSP lot. And you may have already figured out why I picked this one up. I mean, first it came with these discs that aren't even in the original plastic cases. I don't know. I've never done a case swap on them, although this one, you can see it's actually totally cracked. I mean, the seller, again, put all of the things in this. A piece of plastic inside a regular envelope. So that's really not acceptable, and I may file a claim. I'm not sure. We have Daxter, Greatest Hits, and we'll see on this one too. I mean, How's the disc look? This one looks relatively okay. Midnight Club 3. I'm just checking for cracks mostly because they weren't shipped very well. Here's Lego Star Wars 3. This one also looks like it'll play. I need to put one of those aftermarket plastic cases around these if I'm going to use them, or I might just bulk them together and just sell them untested online or something. I don't know. These don't really matter to me. There was one game I wanted out of this. There are 2 copies of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, I believe is the year. Yeah, 2008. That is the vintage of the SmackDown. Oh, see, like this. So here's the other thing. Like, the little metal piece is bobbing around because they didn't package it right. So it's really not right. So I'm probably going to file a claim on this guy. There's a Loco Roco. Another game I have already. And then, of course, the game I wanted and was worth the entire lot is Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast on PSP. Even loose, this goes for probably 25 to 30. So getting the whole lot for like 15 and then getting this one game. And it's in the cart, it's in the thing. It looks okay. This will make it worthwhile. Though, again, like you can see, there's like fucking shit on the outside of the case. Fortunately, it's the outside, which I can clean off, not on the disc. Anyway, sort of a meh thing. Or again, like these people on eBay sometimes just do not package their stuff right. So I may file a claim. I'll get you updated as that happens. So this next pickup is actually a me pickup on WhatNot. So this was from a video game store. You'll have to forgive me. I don't remember the name of the store on WhatNot, but it was a store that was selling a lot of, limited run games and other things. The guy was saying basically stuff that doesn't really sell particularly well in his store. He put on WhatNot, and I spent a little bit of money, but I got some stuff I kind of wanted for the collection. So we'll start with this, and these are all sealed. These limited run games, I guess. So Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2. So I haven't even played this yet, and this cost me about $50. But I think for a sealed copy of this for $50, that's probably a pretty good price. Scott Pilgrim, I think this was $30. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, you see he has it marked at 54. I got a really good deal on this one too. I decided I wanted to have a physical copy of this on PS4, especially in light of some of the problems the IP had over the last several years. Ape Out, I actually played the demo of this, and I actually think it's pretty cool, and I just wanted to have this for myself. I'm probably just going to play it, but I think it's a really unique game. I want to say it was $35 was what I paid for it, so another good deal. To be honest, with the limited run stuff, I don't wait on the pre-orders. I don't go for anything fancy. I usually just wait for good deals and try and pick them up. I think they're a little less limited. A lot of them are less limited than you might think. And the truth is, I'm not really willing to do the whole pre-order and queue up and things like that. It's just not worth it for me. And then the last thing, and this was, I think, 50-ish, somewhere around there, is Mobile Suit Gundam, Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam. Obviously not a limited run title, just a PS2 game. I think this probably goes for closer to 90 or 100. And there's no manual, but it's in there. There's a couple scratches on the disc, but it's in pretty decent shape. And definitely one I wanted for the collection. I love collecting the Gundam games. And for like $50, which is about maybe half of what it goes for, definitely a good find. So you can do that and WhatNot, every so often. In my auction, some things went for really cheap, like $1 or $2 sometimes, which I'm cool with. If I put it up there, I'm okay with selling. So anyway, another nice pickup. These are all for the collection. I had to stand back up for this next pickup. This was eBay. I want to say this cost me $50 for this, and it was 24 PS3 games. It was another one where I made an offer on a big bulk lot, and just like a lot of these bulk lots, it's like I keep a couple things and then I'm going to sell or trade the rest. A lot of this is going to go to WhatNot, I think. I think a lot of this is kind of perfect for that format. And then the rest will probably go to eBay or trades or whatever. So I'll just start with like just the general stuff. None of this here is too crazy. There's definitely some great games here. Things I already have for the collection, to be honest. But the goal is ultimately to recoup the cost of what we paid for the lot on the stuff we're trading. So just a few highlights. I know like King Lynch 2, I know can move. Enslaved is supposed to be a pretty good game. I actually have it on 360 and PS3, so that'll go for trade. That'll probably get me 10 or 15, I'm thinking. Crisis 2 is cool. Dark Sector is a pretty neat game. Alpha Protocol is a very unique title. It's Obsidian, like an espionage RPG type, almost, I don't want to say quite like Deus Ex, but a little bit in that vein, I guess. Dark Void, Capcom game. NCAA football, that'll be a good trade piece. I think this is a limited edition Darksiders 2, so maybe that'll get me a little bit of a premium. Red Dead Game of the Year Edition, that'll easily move. My Sims, I think, will be interesting. Gran Turismo, Lucha Libre, Lego, Lord of the Rings, whatever. So the goal is, out of these 22 or so games, can I get $50 or really more like $100 to really make it worth my time? I think with using WhatNot, we can easily do that. And then pay for these two, which I think are the only two I need. And I'm not even sure I need this, but it's limited edition. I think I do need it. This is the Darkness 2, which I think is a first-person shooter. I've heard good things about this game. So we'll keep this. And then the one I really, really wanted, Sly Collection on the PS3. I think I have this on Vita, as a matter of fact. This is about a $40 or $50 game, and so by itself. So definitely one I wanted to add to my PS3 library. And so just getting this by itself and then saying, well, $50, I get this whole thing. Totally worth it for me. Really nice pickup. All right, so here's the last pickup for this week. Really huge GameCube lot. So this should be a total of 30 games. And I spent about $150 plus tax on it. So the way the story on this was, someone was posting these GameCube lots of 10 for $50 each, plus shipping. So there were 3 lots, and I decided to make offers on each of them for 40 each to try and sort of see what I could do to, get them moving. And I think the seller was very motivated, so they took them. And I think for that $150, $160 price point, you'll see I did pretty well on this. Just like the last section, the ones on the right are the keepers, and the ones on the left are the trade pieces. And so some of them, I think maybe Jared, maybe some local people might have some interest in, but others I will probably put on WhatNot. I had a lot of asks yesterday for GameCube games, so it's really nice to know that this was coming. And actually, I think maybe I will be replacing some loose disc stuff with these two, so we'll have even more trade bait from GameCube. Anyway, on the left here, some pretty good titles here. Just to start at the top, a few highlights. I think Barnyard will be a pretty good trade one. 007 Agent Under Fire, definitely a good pickup right there. I think that probably goes for like 20. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Second Sight. I didn't know if I had this. I do. Starsky and Hutch, Shrek, Prince of Persia: Warrior Within, pretty cool game. I don't have it on GameCube, but I have it on Xbox. I think I would probably play it on Xbox anyway, so I think I'm going to trade it. Medal of Honor, Enter the Matrix, which is probably a little bit more popular right now. Curious George, I've never seen this in person before. I don't know unless this is like some kind of hidden gem, I'm probably not going to keep it. X-Men Next Dimension, I hear this is okay. I actually have it already. A couple Sims games, Madden. What is this? World Tour is right here. Hold on, World Tour. Dead to Rights, Blood Rain. I think Jared may have had interest in that. Beyblade, V-Force, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom, another excellent one to have as a double. I mean, so as usual, the goal is on these, I guess, 24 games, and really 25, because one of the games I have is going to be, I have a loose copy of, so I'm going to add that to it. That 25, can we get back, really for this, we want to get like $250, I think, like an average of 10 each if possible, because then we make a little bit of money and get the stuff for free. Even if we get to 150, 160, that's cool too, because then these would be free. These are the 6 that I think we're probably going to keep for the collection that I don't have already, if I'm not mistaken. Power Rangers Dino Thunder. I don't know anything about that game. Worms 3D is the one I actually had. Oh, this says PAL. Wow, I didn't even realize this is a PAL version of the game. Well, I'm not really sure what we're going to do with this then. I'll have to look into that. I literally just realized that when I was focusing it on camera. So we'll figure out what we're going to do with that one. That's an interesting copy. Hot Wheels World Race, that just is definitely the type of game I like to collect. Worms Blast, definitely not a PAL version. Batman Vengeance, and most importantly, and probably the most desirable one, Amazing Island, which is one I've seen in a lot of places, but I never actually picked up. Think of it as Pokemon meets Mario Party. What could be a better combo than that? Something tells me it is not as good as Mario Party or Pokemon, but hey, I didn't have it already, and we're going to add it to the collection. So anyway, for 150 total, I think it's okay. I didn't realize about that PAL game. I hope I could still do something with that. I mean, I don't think my GameCube is going to play it, and if I'm not going to play it, then I probably don't want to keep it. But anyway, that's it for this pickup. Let's wrap it up. So it's been a super busy week or two. I got approved for the WhatNot thing, and I really wanted to make sure I had things available to sell so that I could be on the platform and I could have engagement with all of you. I was really happy with who showed up and how many people were chatting. I hope I was entertaining when I was on the stream. I got some really positive feedback. If you didn't join us last week, join anytime. I'll put a little profile thing right here of my WhatNot. You can follow me on there. There's a link in my link tree in the description. I even have a referral code, so you can get 10 bucks off your first purchase if you're new to the site. That's just for me. I'm not paid. I mean, I get a referral bonus, but like, I'm not getting sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just something I enjoy doing. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please do me a huge favor and hit the like button. It really helps the video move up the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment if you found any of this interesting. Reach out to me on Instagram if you're interested in trades. If there's something you want to see in the WhatNot auction, like a specific console or a specific type of game or something like that, let me know. You can point it out on Instagram or leave a comment or something like that, and maybe I will take that into consideration when I figure out what we're going to list. I'll probably do some updates on that soon. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel still. That's it. Stay safe out there, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.